Hi guys, welcome back to the In Real Life channel. Sorry if the noise is a bit off, but I have got the windows open, and sorry if the lighting's a bit bad, but I have got no studio lights today because it is boiling. When I set out to make this video this afternoon, it was like a fine temperature. I've taken Sophie for a quick walk, gotten home, and it is so hot. So today I am going to talk to you about a campaign that is quite close to my heart and hopefully will become quite close to a lot of you as well, and it is the Know Your Normal campaign. It was set up by my friend Amy, and she essentially wanted to make it the norm for you to know your norm, if that makes any sense at all. I'm not sure if it does. What it basically means is that these days you see a lot of, and if you've ever been part of one of the like pregnancy groups on Facebook, you will see it's flooded with, is this normal, is that normal, is it normal to feel this, is it normal to feel that, is it normal for the baby to do this? And the importance of this campaign is to know what is normal for you. So obviously it's quite fresh in my mind, the like pregnancy side of it, but by that she means what is normal for you as a woman. So what are your periods normally like, what do your boobs normally feel like, and if you are pregnant, what do your baby's movements normally feel like. When I was pregnant with Sophie, I had to go in twice for reduced movements, and both times they were like, have you felt her move? And I was like, yes, however they call it reduced movements for a reason. So I knew when Sophie was active, like most active throughout the day, and she hadn't been, and that was alarm bells for me. And I said, you know, I have felt her move but nowhere near as much as she should have been, and not in the same sort of pattern as she has been. Now obviously babies grow whilst they're inside you, and just as her routine has fluctuated massively while she's been alive, it does so while they're in the womb. So it can be nothing, but trust me when I say that they do take into consideration when you say, but I know it's not normal. So don't ever feel silly for going in to your whatever they call it, mine was into my AAU, for saying like they are kicking but not as strong or not as frequently or whatever, because the whole point of the Know Your Normal campaign is exactly that, to know what is normal for you. So how can you get involved? First of all, you can like them on Facebook, you can find them on Twitter, or you can visit their website, which is knowyournormal.org.uk, and I will link everything you need for that below. They have got an event going on the 15th of September, which is when they launch their calendar. I unfortunately can't make it, however you can buy tickets and all sorts of things like that, and again the link will be down below for all the information on that. You can also buy their calendar. So they had, I think it was 11 really brave ladies, sorry about the plane, really super brave ladies go and pose. I think they're all in their underwear. Some of them were pregnant, some of them weren't, some were just normal ladies, to create a calendar, a bit like the Calendar Girls, but for this campaign to raise money. So who are they raising money for? They are raising money for Copperfield and Count the Kicks. So like I say, Count the Kicks really is quite close to me. Thank goodness we didn't need to like call upon them for anything, but they help so many women and families and couples out there, as do Copperfield. So the other way you can get involved is first of all to just check yourself. So have a good old rummage around and see what things feel like, because some of us do naturally have more tender parts and like harder parts of our body, just like on anywhere else, honest. But as I say, it is about what is knowing what is normal for you, and as soon as you spot any changes, to go to your doctor. And even if they say, well, that could be normal, then at least if you know what your normal is, you can say, yes, but it isn't normal for me. So you can also get involved by getting one of their packs. I'm fairly sure I'm right in saying this, but they have very kindly sent me one of these, which is like their pack of stuff. So first of all is period tracker. I will admit I don't have periods because I had the coil fitted, so this is a bit sort of null and void for me. However, you can basically track your entire month, so you can write which month it's in there. It would be great if you were trying to conceive as well, because you can put like when you should be ovulating and things like that on here. But yeah, you can put if you notice any like spotting, if you like when you come on, when it sort of starts to get heavier, when it eases off, and when you're no longer on your period. You can sort of note all that down. Any changes, any other sort of changes that you see, you can note, because you should start to notice a pattern. So obviously I've got 6 months worth here because you've got like front and back, but you could photocopy these or even like scan them in and then do it digitally, and then you've got as many as you want. And it's got in here monthly checklist, boob check and pamper night, so it is good to sort of take care of yourself every now and then and have a bit of a night just for yourself. And also a monthly check. Of course they sort of recommend, I think, doing it every time you're in the shower, so pretty much every day. However, I think to mark it down on a calendar just so you don't forget, because sometimes it can be a bit like, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then sort of tomorrow never comes and you'll do it one day, and it could have been something that maybe could have been picked up a lot sooner and maybe prevented. So to just mark it on a calendar and be like, that's the day I'm going to do it, might help you sort of stick to it. I don't know, it might not. And then shopping list, so you can write down when you're getting low on towels or anything like that, just to help yourself out. They also have this, which is boobies. Do you know yours? And it's different things to check, so we might not all always know what we're checking when we're checking. We're not just having a good old grope or anything. There are certain things to look for and to make note of, and like I say, to become familiar with, so how they look, how they feel, and anything like that really. Yeah, to look for pain. So there's like a little pamphlet from Copperfield, and I imagine you can probably get this from their website, and I will link Copperfield and Count the Kicks down below as well. Doing this could save your life, or could save your baby's life. When I was pregnant, we went to an antenatal class, and they said that they've had ladies before that have gone to her and said, my baby's not moving, and they said, well, when, you know, how long is it not moving? So, well, I noticed it slowed down about 4 days ago, and they said that's the time that you should be ringing. Not, oh sorry, the sun's just gone in. Not once you notice there's like a massive problem, but when you start to notice a change. So when your cycle changes slightly, or when you start to feel a bit of a lump, or when you start to feel that your baby's just not quite moving right, ring them. At the end of the day, would you rather maybe waste their time, which they never see it as anyway, but by going to your doctor or your antenatal unit and spend, yeah, like I had to spend I think 3 hours and then a whole, like pretty much a whole evening and then pretty much a whole day hooked up to a machine, but I would go through that every single day of my life if it meant like keeping Sophie safe and knowing that she was well, and maybe capturing something like the second that it happened. You know, would you rather, yeah, you have to sit in a doctor's waiting room for probably 20 minutes because they're always late, and deal with the mardy receptionist and potentially be, you know, manhandled by your doctor. Actually my doctor's a woman, but it could prevent something. And stand your ground as well. So if you, even if they say, oh, there's not really anything there, then say, well, I'd rather go and get checked out, because we're all human at the end of the day. And I am so guilty of doing this myself, of just like taking what the doctor says as, yep, fine. And how many stories do we hear in the news of ladies or people that say, I kept hounding them and yes, in the end I was right because I just had that gut feeling? And wouldn't you rather just know and be told that there's nothing wrong than err on the side of caution, not want to waste people's time and actually something not quite be right? So they also very kindly sent me a pink parcel. I'm not too sure what this actually is. I think again it's like a period related thing, which case it may be a bit wasted on me, I'm really sorry. And it has been killing me not to open it. You can see I undid the seal and then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna do like an unboxing on camera. But I know you can order these, so again I'll put the link below. There's gonna be so many links below this video. So what have we got here? For now, keep these in your bag. This is really good actually. It's a little drawstring bag. Oh, and you've got some tampons and some liners in there. And this is really good actually, because although like I don't have periods and all that, I still like to be prepared, and anyone who's had a baby will know you have to still be prepared for other eventualities. And it's in the front of our changing bag. I keep like a little supply of things, and I went to my in-laws once and realised that my father-in-law must have gone in there looking for something for Sophie, and awkward. So this is actually going to come in super handy to just keep either in your handbag or school bag, or yeah, in like your changing bag, and then avoid any awkward incidents of males not knowing what to do. So what's this? There's one box that says, "For you, a little something to cheer you up." Oh wow. This is good. So we've got, these are my favourite biscuits ever. They're called Choco, I don't know how you say it, Leibniz? You see it? So there's some chocolate biscuits. You know, I'm going to be having when I've switched off record. Oh, a fancy tea bag. A gel eyeliner from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. A smoky eyeshadow pencil and shadow from New Kid Cosmetics. Some teasers from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. And I was just about to tweet about how James stole my tweezers and used them. I don't want to guess where he used them, to be honest. So I had to buy some more, and I bought some Primark ones in there. Crap. A little emery board that says Pink Parcel on it, and that's also from the Vintage Cosmetic Company. Oh, from Patisserie de Bar, some hand cream. I love hand cream, especially now I've had a baby, constantly washing my hands. It's wonderful. Some nail varnish from Lottie London. Mine is in the shade Blogger Babe. That's brilliant, that is. Love that. And then some foot cream in lavender and mint from Barefoot. So that is like a wonderful package. I'll be honest, I was completely shoddy, and I don't know how much this parcel would cost you, but I'm definitely going to look into it, even though I don't have periods, because I want this box every month. Could I have that? Just you know, forget the tampons, just send me the chocolate. So for night, you use these at bedtime. Come in. Oh, so just like nighttime towels, and for later, keep these close by. So I think, yeah. So tampons, and this, ooh, firing tampons at me. This would actually, all of this would have done me for a whole month, because I've always been quite lucky, I suppose, with my periods, that they've been nice to me. I don't know. So yeah, and I think that's probably the point of it, that you just order one and then it lasts you the whole month. I know I have sort of run through the Know Your Normal campaign and what they stand for, but their real message is to know what is normal for you. And I've probably said that a million times, but I cannot stress it enough. It is so important that you, even if you just press pause right now and have a feel, just start having a look. Even, you don't even have to like write anything down if that's not your kind of thing. Just keep an eye on things, you know, be aware of your body, be aware of how it changes throughout the month, you know, take note of what your body is doing throughout the month, and if you spot any changes that worry you, just do it, just get it checked out. It's what, 20 minutes of your life, 20 minutes of your doctor's life, that is what they're there for. So the moment you spot something different, call them up, call the NHS direct line if you don't want to physically go in and see somebody. You can call your doctor and just speak to your doctor if you want to, but I would just so advocate going in and seeing them and explaining. And if you can go in there and say, well, you know, I have been checking, yes, I know I've been checking my boobs for 6 months and now this isn't normal, or yes, I have been tracking my periods for however long and now this change has happened. It does just give you that bit of weight behind what you're saying, not to be taken more seriously as if you shouldn't be taken seriously if you haven't done that, but it does, I think, just give you that little bit more clout to say, hey, I know what's normal for me and I know that this isn't normal and I know that you need to do something about it. So ladies, please, please, please do. Get to know yourselves, be more aware of any changes, and stay healthy.